few days.
I'm going to love staying here with the old professor. Isn't he a dear?
Yes, but I'm not sure I like his housekeeper. Please remember to stay out of my way. Hey, let's go to the room with the swords and suits of armor inside.
You go ahead, Peter. I think I'll go down to the library and look through some books. What about you, Lucy? That room over there seems very interesting.
There's nothing in it but an old clock and a big wardrobe.
I know, but it's the largest wardrobe I've ever seen. I want to take a closer look at it.
Come on, Ed.
I'd rather explore outside.
But it's raining. Let's go to the sword room.
All right, but only till we can go outside.
Don't get lost. It's almost time for dinner.
Oh, Susan, stop talking like mother.
Well, somebody needs to be in charge since mother and father aren't here. Lucy, come downstairs to the library with me. It will be a lot more fun than an old room with nothing but a wardrobe in it. Lucy? I thought she went in there. I guess she changed her mind. Well, I think our stay here is going to be quite an adventure. Quite an adventure indeed. I'll never catch him. Never. Oh, good morning, Mrs. Beaver. Mr. Beaver.
What's so good about it?
Why are you getting out so early? I was trying to catch the white stag, but I missed him again. Well, don't give up. The white stag brings good fortune if you catch him. I know.
It will take more than good fortune to help any of us.
Poor dear. He's in a bad mood. His dam broke last night.
But it's more than that. It's this blasted cold weather. I'll never get used to it.
But it's always cold weather in Narnia, Mr. Beaver. There's nothing to be done about it.
Maybe there is something to be done about it.
What's that, Centaur?
We can hope and pray that our king will soon return.
People make a brave decision not to listen for years. Not in my time or even in my father's time.
Then we all must have more faith.
I think Centaur is right.
I think Centaur is right too. I think we should break this meeting up in a hurry.
Why is that, Mr. Beaver?
Shh, listen.
Come on, you never stop.
Sounds like Fenris old.
Not that scoundrel.
Very sorry, sir.
And Thomas the Fawn.
Poor Thomas. How do you ever get yourself mixed up in that bad business?
Whatever it is, he's in a mess. And we will be too if we're seen by that rascal Fenris Wolf.
Mr. Beaver is right. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, and don't forget to pray diligently for the return of the king.
Who was just here? What was that flurry of activity?
Probably just a blizzard, sir.
Probably the enemy. But they scatter swiftly upon the arrival of Fenris Wolf, captain of the Queen's secret police. Now, why were you late coming to your post again this morning?
But I really don't think I need here, sir. A child of Adam and Eve has never come this way before.
But one will someday. It's your job to trap him. In fact, a child of Adam and Eve may come along even today. There's a smell of human in the air. And remember, if he comes and you let him escape, you know what the Queen will do to you.
Turn me into a stone statue?
At the very least. Now, I must go check on the other sentinels. Maintain your post name.
Yes, sir. What did he say, sir? Oh, how did I ever get myself into this fix? My father would be so disappointed in me. Oh well, if I'm lucky, maybe human will never come this way. But if one does, I can take it to the Queen, and she will warn me. But that would be wrong, I think. Oh, I'm except what I usually do when I'm perplexed, play my pipe. Oh, goodness gracious me!
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Who are you?
My name is Lucy.
Lucy. Are you a daughter of Eve?
A what?
A daughter of Eve. A human.
Of course I'm human.
I'll make her introduce myself. My name is Tumnus. I'm a fawn.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. Tumnus.
May I ask you, oh Lucy, Dr. Eve, how have you come into Narnia?
Narnia? What's that?
Is this all the land that lies between this lamppost and the great castle of Cair Paravel on the eastern sea is Narnia? How did you get here?
Well, it's very hard to explain. You see, I was exploring with my sister and two brothers.
There are four of you? Would the others be coming as well?
I don't know. I'm not even sure how I got here. We were visiting this house in the country, and I climbed into a large wardrobe in a spare room.
Wardrobe? Spare.
Spare room. Yes. Then I realized there was no back to the wardrobe, and suddenly I was here in
Narnia! Oh, you'll be so glad you came. And I hope that others will find their way here too, so that I can show you all of our beautiful country and introduce you to our lovely witch. A queen!
everything seems so magical.
Oh, it is. You can be any way you wish in Narnia, such as my own humble abode. Tumnus Towers, I call it. I like fancy names for simple things.
It's a fascinating
Great!
place.
For the imagination! With a bit of help from the women.
There's only one small problem here as I see it.
Yes?
It's so cold. It was summer just a few minutes ago. Where I came from, I mean.
In the land of Speru.
Yes.
Well, to be truthful, it's always winter in Narnia. But you'll get used to it, I hope. Meanwhile, while we repair the Tumnus Towers, just buy tea to warm us up.
Very well. I can see no harm in it.
Not at all. The Wyndhams have very brewed tea for us. Here you are.
Thank you. It's delicious. I'm so glad I met you, Mr. Tumnus. You're a very nice fawn. And your music is lovely. It makes me feel so warm and sleepy.
No!
What?
It's not true!
What's not true?
I'm not a nice fawn. In fact, I'm a very bad fawn.
But not at all. You're the best fawn I ever met.
How could I? When I worked for her,
Her? Who?
the White Witch. That's who. Oh, she calls herself the Queen of Narnia, but she's the evil ruler of Narnia. She's the one that makes it always winter, but we never get to have Christmas.
What kind of work do you do for the witch?
I'm a kidnapper. I'm supposed to kidnap innocent children and bring them listen to her.
I'm sure you wouldn't do anything of the sort.
Oh, but I am doing it at this very moment.
What do you mean?
I'm supposed to take you to the witch.
But you won't, will you, Mr. Tumnus?
If I don't turn you over to the witch, she'll cut off my tail, stop my horns, pluck out my beard, or worse, turn me into a stone statue with her magic wand.
Maybe she won't know I was here. Will you please let me go home, Mr. Tumnus?
Of course I will. I didn't even know what a human was like before I met you. But now that I know you, I can't give you up to the witch. I'll take you back to the lamppost. From there, you can find your way back to wardrobe in the bag of spoon.
Thank you, Mr. Tumnus.
We must go as quietly as we can. The woods are full of our spies. Can you ever forgive me for what I meant to do?
Of course, and I hope you won't get into dreadful trouble on my account.
Farewell, darling. Oh, may I keep the handkerchief as a reminder of our pleasant visit?
Of course.
Oh, I hope none of your spies saw me. I feel ever so much better about everything. Starting now, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. I'm going to be a much better fawn.
Tumnus, your treachery has been detected. You had a human in your very grasp, and you let her go. The queen will deal with you, Tumnus the traitor. I order this house destroyed. You won't be needing it any longer, betrayer of the queen. This document will serve notice to any other traitors who may have the same notion as you. Come, Tumnus. Soon your name will be written in stone. You're Miriam!
It's just a big old wardrobe, like any other big old wardrobe with lots of coats inside. It's stuffy and dark and cold. Cold? It was warm in the wardrobe. But now, we're in Narnia. Narnia? You didn't believe me. I wanted to tell Peter and Susan as well, but you were the first one I found, and I wanted to get back here as soon as possible. I thought you were teasing, but I guess you were right after all. Now, first thing we must do is see if Mr. Tumnus, the fawn, is safe. I hope the White Witch didn't get him. Witch? There's a witch here in Narnia? An evil one who has the power to make it always winter, but never Christmas. Now, where on earth, I mean in Narnia, is Mr. Tumnus's home? I thought it was right over here. We have to go look for him. Come on, Edmund. I'll stay right here, thank you. I have no desire to go traipsing off after some silly fawn. I'll be here at the lamppost. If I stay, I'm not sure I like it here. Okay, but please, don't leave without me. I'll be right back after I make sure Mr. Tumnus is okay. Narnia, eh? I didn't believe Lucy, but she was right. It's a fascinating place, I'll admit. But all this business about fawns and witches and...
Hold here! Tie the reindeer to the tree, dwarf.
Yes, Majesty, consider it done.
Now, dispel the stench of the intruder.
You then,
Who? Me?
yes, you, kneel in the presence of the mighty ruler of Narnia.
But I am kneeling.
Lo, that's where I like it. What, pray, are you?
My name is Edmund.
Is that how you address a queen?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I thought you were a witch.
A witch. I am a queen. The Queen of Narnia. Now I repeat. What are you?
I'm a boy, Your Majesty.
A boy? A boy? Do you hear that, dwarf? A boy?
He must be a son of Adam.
He looks more like an idiot. Tell me, boy, how did you enter my dominion?
Through a wardrobe, Your Majesty. I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but in an instant I was here.
A wardrobe. A passageway from another world. The world of men. This could ruin everything. This could even be the beginning of the dreaded prophecy. Unless... my poor child. How good you look. Dwarf, bring him something warm to drink.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Tell me, Edmund, my dear son of Adam, are there any more of you humans in these parts? I mean,
I have a sister, Lucy, who's looking for a fawn.
she must be the daughter of Eve who escaped from that fool Thomas. Well, let's see. You and Lucy, you say? Well, that's only 2 humans. The prophecy said there'd be 4, so there's nothing to worry about. Unless you don't have any other brothers and sisters, do you?
Yes, Peter and Susan.
What? Where are they?
Still in the house, but we're visiting on the other side of the wardrobe.
Peter, Susan, Edmund, Lucy. 2 sons. That's 4! Just as the prophecy stated! This is horrible!
What's wrong, Your Majesty?
Nothing at all. I just meant it's horrible that your brothers and sisters aren't here with us now. I would take you all to my castle, make them duke and duchesses. But you, dear Edmund, since you're special and I found you first, I would make you Prince of Narnia.
Really?
And someday you would be king.
King? You mean it?
Ah, here is your delightful drink. Sweet, creamy, and delicious. Enjoy, my little prince.
It's wonderful.
And you must have something to eat. What is your favorite candy?
Oh, that's easy. Turkish delight.
Then Turkish delight it shall be.
It's the best Turkish delight I've ever tasted. May I have more?
Of course. Back at my castle, I have rooms filled with Turkish delight.
Then let's go there right now.
First, you must fetch the others.
I can bring them on.
No! You must bring them to me now. My castle is between those 2 hills. You can't miss it. You'll smell the Turkish delight all the way. Come, Dor. We must prepare for our esteemed guests. Oh, and Edmund, don't tell the others about me just yet. I want them to be surprised when they see me. Let's keep this visit a little secret, shall we? Come, Dor! We have much to do in short time!
Turkish delight? Rooms filled with it? Yes, I will bring Lucy and Peter and Susan to the Queen. I'm glad you told me she was a queen, or else I might have mistaken her for a witch.
Edmund, this is terrible. I can't find Mr. Tumnus anywhere.
Perhaps we should go get Peter and Susan to help us look for him.
Really? I didn't think you liked it here.
Maybe the place does deserve a second look after all, especially that castle between those 2 hills.
Well, in that case, we'll go get Peter and Susan.
And this time, we'll get some coats from the wardrobe. It's cold here.
them who have to wait.
Yes, this other business is much more important. Look, there's the unicorn. We'll tell her.
Mrs. Unicorn, over here if you will.
Oh, good. It's you. I was afraid it was that awful famous old.
He left some time ago.
Dragging the unfortunate Tumnus with him.
How do you know?
They passed right by us. We hid behind the dam.
Fenris opens, yes, but Tumnus did. And he dropped this so we would find it.
What is it?
We're not sure, but we believe it belongs to a human.
It has the smell of a daughter of Eve.
You think that a human has been here?
Perhaps. Remember the prophecy?
2 sons of Adam and 2 daughters of Eve. Is it possible?
Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see.
Listen, I just heard the most wonderful news. They say he has died in these parts.
Our king?
Yes, and that he is on the move. They say that he will likely appear at the stone table anytime now.
This is wonderful news!
Centaur, we are expecting the arrival of children. Human children. If they reach him, the prophecy will be fulfilled.
But what if the witch gets to them first?
We must protect the children from the moment they arrive until they reach the stone table.
And keep them hidden from the witch. Exactly.
But which of us can help them? They might be afraid of me.
They might not trust me. Unicorns are only make-believe in their world.
Mr. and Mrs. Beaver, will you help them, protect them from danger?
But,
Of course we can. I'll prepare some food for dinner.
Centaur, let us go see if the good news you have heard is true.
Yes, let us go immediately.
But, what if they're afraid of me too? Or what if they don't trust me either? I better hide until I can get my wits together.
It's this way. Just a little farther. I think I see it. Now are you convinced, Peter?
Yes, I apologize, Lou, for not believing you.
It's so different. It's also very cold. That's why you borrowed these cups from the wardrobe, Susan.
Well, what do we do first?
Explore, of course. Let's go in that direction. Very well, but don't forget where the lamppost is. It's our landmark. We'll need to find it if we wish to return home. I think we should go back home now. It's scary here.
Don't be such a goose, Susan. Where's your sense of adventure?
Whether we stay here or not, we must at least try to find poor Mr. Tumnus. But you tried already. You couldn't even find this house. I could have sworn it was right over here. Look, what's that?
It's a message of some kind. The former occupant of these premises, Fawn Tumnus, is under arrest and awaiting his trial on a charge of high treason against Her Imperial Majesty, Jadis, Queen of Narnia.
St. Famous Old, Captain of the Secret Police. Long live the Queen. Oh no!
Who is this queen, Lou?
She isn't a real queen at all. She's a horrible witch who makes it always winter here and never Christmas. It doesn't seem safe here. What about just going home? Well, we must at least try to rescue Mr. Tumnus. It's my fault he's in trouble.
I suppose Lou is right.
Very well, but this place worries me. Where should we look first? I think we should look for something to eat.
Oh, you're always thinking about your stomach.
And you're always thinking about your clothes and your hair and how you look.
Well, if I was like you.
Please, you two, stop acting like brothers. I just wish I knew where Mr. Tumnus was imprisoned. Maybe we should go toward that castle between those 2 hills. Very well. Perhaps there'll be warmer there.
What was that?
Nothing, scaredy cat. Let's go. Who's there?
Are you the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve?
Were some of them?
Quick, follow me. We're not safe here.
What do you mean?
Most of the trees are our friends, but some are on her side, if you know token.
My handkerchief.
Yes, Thomas dropped it, so we would know when to expect you. Now please, come quickly. We must get you to the safety of our king.
Your king?
Aslan!
Aslan. Aslan.
The very name makes me feel brave and adventurous.
The name sounds like a delightful strain of music to me. It warms me up, makes me feel like summer. It gives me a bad feeling, like some mysterious horror.
Ed, what is wrong with you? You're acting so strangely.
How else are you supposed to act in a strange place? I say we head for the castle.
I say we go with Mr. Beaver.
I too. And I.
3 against 1, Ed. Come on.
Mrs. Beaver, we're home. I found them, the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve.
Welcome! I have some dinner for you. It's fresh from the smokehouse outside.
It looks delicious. Yes, indeed. I'm famished.
We're very grateful for your hospitality, aren't we, Ed?
I prefer Turkish delight.
What? Dear?
He said it looks perfect. He's delighted.
Before we eat, let's each say a word of thanks and hope for the coming events. Good, now it's your meal.
How very honored we are to have the children of prophecy.
What do you mean, children of the prophecy? I'm not even sure what prophecy means.
It's something that's predicted, Luke. Something that will probably happen.
Oh. So, what is prophecy, Mr. Beaver?
It is told in the form of a rhyme. Wrong will be right when Aslan comes in sight. At the sound of his roar, sorrows will be no more. When he bares his teeth, winter will meet its death. And when he shakes his mane, he'll have spring again.
So, who is Aslan? A man?
Certainly not. He is the son of the great emperor beyond the sea, and the king of the whole wood. Aslan is a lion, the great lion, and we have heard that he may be in Narnia even as we speak. If this is true, we will take you to meet him at Stone Table early tomorrow.
And help fulfill the prophecy.
But how do we fit into all of this?
We still don't understand about the prophecy.
But you will. Listen to the rest of the rhyme. When Adam's flesh and Adam's bone sits at Cair Paravellin's throne, the evil time will be over and done.
What does that mean? Adam's flesh and Adam's bone.
It means humans.
You're the first humans to ever come to Narnia.
But what about the queen and the dwarf? Aren't they human?
Do you mean the witch and dwarf? She'd like you to believe that they're human, but they're not. Not a drop of human blood in them. They're evil through and through.
This Cair Paravel that you mentioned, how many thrones are there?
2. 4. Yeah. 2 for the sons of Adam,
And 2 for the daughters of Eve.
2 and 2.
you are the 4.
It's
a responsibility.
It's quite a necessity. Can we count on you to help fulfill the prophecy?
Even though the adventure will be filled with much danger,
I, for one, am ready.
I too, and I.
What about you, Lynn?
Edmund?
where could he have gone?
Perhaps to get some air. Do you think he became ill? He hasn't looked well since we got here.
Wait, he mentioned the witch, but he also mentioned a dwarf. We know nothing of a dwarf. Is there such a person?
Yeah. He drives the witch's sled.
Well, that means Ed had met them.
And eaten her food, no doubt. He had that look. He's surely under the spell.
He's probably well on his way to her castle by now.
Well, then we have to go and stop him.
No! You mustn't go anywhere near the witch.
She would turn you all to stone with her magic wand.
But we need to get Ed back. All four of us are needed to fulfill the prophecy.
What shall we do?
If Aslan is indeed in Narnia, we will ask him what to do.
Then we shall set out for the stone table the first thing tomorrow. Oh no,
Is that...
I'm afraid so.
Seems the witch has arrived already. There's no time for escape. Be brave, young friends.
You in there, make yourselves presentable to an esteemed visitor. It's the dwarf.
I resent that insinuation. I'm no dwarf. I am an elf.
What's the difference? Either way, the witch is gonna come in here and
Wait a minute, Peter. There is a difference. An elf, you said?
An elf, I said.
If I'm not mistaken, elves aren't bad at all.
You're not mistaken. He's mistaken. You're Lucy.
And you're clever. Very clever, because you know my name.
I know.
And you could only know my name if you travel with the one who knew everybody's name.
Name him.
Father Christmas?
Do you mean that Father Christmas is actually here?
After all these years? In the flesh or in the fur, as it were. Ta-da!
Father Christmas!
I have come at last. The power of the witch has kept me away for some time. But lately I felt stronger, more like myself. That's why I'm making my rounds again.
They say that Aslan is on the move.
That must be it. Well, are you ready for your gifts? First, Mr. Beaver, I have repaired your dam and mended the leak.
Why, a simple thank you will suffice. Thanks!
And Mrs. Beaver, in the room next to the smokehouse, I have left you a brand new sewing machine.
Oh my!
What he said.
Thank you!
Teacher,
Yes,
come
sir.
to them.
Yes, sir.
These are your gifts. They are tools, not toys. Time to use them may very well be at hand. The sword is for you. Use it well. Susan, daughter of Eve. This bow and quiver of arrows is for you. And blow this horn when you are in danger, and help of some kind will come to you.
Thank you, sir.
Lucy, younger daughter of Eve. In this cordial is the juice made from a fireflower. If you or your friends are ever hurt, a few drops is enough to restore them. And use this knife only when necessary.
Thank you, Father Christmas.
Well, we must be on our way. We have many more stops tonight. It's wonderful to be working here. A Merry Christmas to you all, and long live the true King!
Long live the true king! And we too must be on our way. We must travel quietly and cautiously. The gifts Father Christmas have given us may come in handy when the day is done. Now come, let us go. Who's there? Who goes there? Who are you, stranger?
If you please, sir, my name is Edmund. I am a son of Adam, and I bring news of my brother and sisters. The Queen wanted to see them.
Very well. I shall tell her Majesty. Meanwhile, if you value your life, stand still, or you will be turned to stone like the others in the outer courtyard.
You mean those statues out there used to be alive?
Yes, until they crossed her Majesty and paid the price. An enemy of the Queen ultimately becomes a statue of stone. Ha 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 ha!
Well, I'm sure they were all abandoned the Queen, or she wouldn't have turned them into statues. She was certainly nice to me. Nicer, I bet, than old Aslan, or whatever his name is. I'm sure the others will like the Queen. She said she would make Peter a duke, and Lucy and Susan duchesses. But I'll be the prince, and someday the king. I'm going to love staying here with a queen who is so kind and good.
Where's that fool? How dare you come around? Did I not tell you to bring the others?
I did the best I could, Your Majesty. I just wanted you to know they're here in Narnia. I'm sure I can bring them to you after they've been to see Aslan.
Do not say that name in my presence again!
Yes, Your Majesty.
So, he has arrived, has he?
Perhaps it is just a rumor, Your Majesty.
No, it must be true. Everything seems to be getting warmer. Even the snow in the fields has begun to melt. Where are your brothers and sisters now?
They were at the home of the beavers, but they may be on their way to the stone table to meet him.
We must capture the humans before they reach the creature.
Capture? But why?
Silence, fool! I will not allow the prophecy to come true. Never! Dwarf, bring back your sleigh. You must leave at once.
Your Majesty, I'm afraid we'll have to walk. The ranger cannot travel without snow will sink into the mud.
Then we shall go on foot. Fenriswolf, chief of my secret police, you are the fleetest of all my army. Go ahead of us. Overtake the humans. Kill anything in your path. Especially the beavers for harboring the enemy.
I hear and obey, my queen.
Dwarf, tie the hands of the human behind his back and drive him ahead of you with your whip.
But Your Majesty, what about my Turkish delight?
Silence, fool!
But I'm hungry.
We must move ahead. Nothing is stalling.
Look, there's a kingfisher. What is that lovely smell? Can it actually be spring flowers?
No doubt about it. Spring is in the air.
It must be getting warmer. When we stopped back to rest in the meadow, we took our coats off and forgot to put them back on.
So we did. Shh, listen. Aslan, all hail Aslan. He's here at last.
Go. Speak to him.
No, you first.
Sons of Adam before animals.
Alright, come on, guys. Aslan, you have come.
Welcome, Peter, son of Adam. Welcome, Susan and Lucy, daughters of Eve. Welcome, he beaver and she beaver. But where's the other son of Adam?
He has tried to betray his brother and sisters and has joined the White Witch. Oh, Aslan.
It was partially my fault. We were arguing, and that may have pushed them in the wrong direction.
Please, Aslan, is there anything to be done to save Edmund?
but it may be harder than you think. Meanwhile, let a feast of celebration be prepared in yon pavilion. You will find food and drink in abundance there. Peter, I shall join you. You and I shall join the others after we speak for a moment. Son of Adam,
Yes, Aslan?
look far into the distance where Narnia meets the sea. There's a castle.
I can see it.
It is Cair Paravel of the Four Thrones. If the prophecy is to be fulfilled, you, your brother, and sisters shall sit in those thrones.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver explained it to us, but aren't all four of us needed to fulfill the prophecy?
Yes.
Then what about Edmund? What if the White Witch... What was that?
It was your sister's horn.
Father Christmas told her to look when she was in trouble. Something dreadful must be... Susan, what happened?
A monster!
Tell who or what it is? Aslan, will you protect us from them?
No, but you will.
Me?
Stand back. Let the prince win his spurs.
Well, he has arrived, has he? My queen would be interested in this news. But before I go, would the mighty one like to test my strength? Are you so afraid of Fenrir that you designate a mere mortal to fight in your stead? Well, I shall make short work of him, just as my queen will dispatch your cowardly crew in the wink of an eye!
Well done, my son. You have given the beast a mortal wound. But let us hope he reaches the witch before he dies, so that all of you can follow him and rescue the other son of Adam. Oh, do not fear. Your strength will be in your numbers. Now go. The children will stay here with me. Peter, you have forgotten to clean your sword. Good. Now hand it to me and kneel. Now rise, Sir Peter Fenrisbane! Your new name will tell the world that you were the destroyer of the evil wolf. Always maintain your courage, and whatever happens, never forget to wipe your sword.
Yes, Aslan.
And now, let us go to the pavilion to await the others. If all goes well, they will return with your brother.
Before the humans do, unless they were delayed. Surely Fenrir will bring news to us soon.
Please, Your Majesty, may we rest just a bit?
No, you young fool! Enough of this! Move! I said move! What is this?
The forces of Aslan. Your Majesty,
Fenrir, who has done this horrible thing to you?
the other son of Adam at the bidding of Aslan.
Do not say his name.
But he's here at the stone table. Now let me go into yonder thicket, where I may rest forever.
Fenrir, my captain! They have slain him.
Now the prophecy shall surely come true.
No. There are 4 thrones in Cair Paravel. What if only 3 were filled? Then the prophecy would never come to pass. And he would never rule over Narnia.
Then we had better do what we have to do at once.
Prepare the victim.
No!
wretched brother did to my beloved captain! What is that?
The forces of Aslan.
Quick, we are outnumbered. We must hide!
Is he dead? He's alright. He only fainted. Where are we looking for?
Very well, my old adversary. Aslan. Aslan. Yes, I can speak the name. For soon he will be mine! The deep magic is on my side. Perhaps he has forgotten it. But I will remind him. Dorf, we must call upon all our allies. Summon the boggles, the ogres, and the ghouls. Bring forth the specters and the hags. This is war. And we will fight with one aim in mind. To end forever the name of Aslan.
I'm worried, Aslan. We should have gone with the others to help rescue Edmund.
No, we cannot chance losing more children of Adam and Eve. I have every confidence in those who followed the wolf.
Listen, I think they're coming back. Is Edmund with them?
I can't tell. Yes, I think he is.
Edmund! What happened?
The queen, I mean, the witch, it was awful.
It is all right, my son. You are among friends now.
You're Aslan?
Yes. Come with me for a moment.
Whatever it is, it will be the right and proper thing.
I just wish I could hear.
It's only for them to know.
Whatever Aslan is telling the boy, he'll never forget it.
All right, here's your brother. And there is no need to talk to him about what is past.
I'm sorry, Lou.
It's all right, Edmund.
Susan,
We're so glad you're safe.
Peter.
Welcome back, brother.
See who approaches.
Shall we prepare for battle again?
Hold, my son. We shall see what comes to pass. Let him approach. You appear to come in peace. What is your message?
The Queen of Narnia desires a safe conduct to come and speak with you. Queen of Narnia indeed, of all that cake!
Peace, Beaver. Tell your mistress I grant her safe conduct on the condition that she leaves her wand behind at the Great Oak. That way she can play no magical trick.
The magic she plans requires no trick.
What could you possibly want to hear? He doesn't know that I can tell you. Brr, he's with the children of heavens already. There she is.
You have a traitor there, Aslan.
His offense was not against you.
And have you forgotten the deep magic?
Let us say I have forgotten it. Tell us of this deep magic.
Tell you what is written on that very table of stone which stands beside us. Tell you the magic the Emperor put into all of Narnia at the beginning of time. You know the deep magic. You know that every traitor belongs to me. And have the right to kill. And so, that human creature is mine. His blood is my property.
Come and take him then.
Peace.
Fool! Do you really think you can rob me of my rights by mere force? Your master knows what is written. He knows that unless the law is obeyed, all of Narnia will perish and be overturned in fire and water.
It is true. I do not deny it.
Oh no, this is terrible. What can be done? Will she take the boy? Oh, Aslan, isn't there something we can do about the magic? Isn't there something you can work against it?
Not against the Emperor's magic, but I will talk to the witch.
You mean the queen?
Shut your mouth, Toad.
Peace, peace. Fall back, all of you, and I shall talk to the witch alone.
Oh, Edmund!
Why do we ever leave that wardrobe?
I wish we could go back.
So do I, but I don't think we can find our way back. At any rate, you're needed here, now more than ever.
Do you think you can save the boy? If anything can possibly be done, as I will think of it.
The matter has been settled. The witch has renounced the claim on your brother's blood. Edmund is free.
Come, dwarf, the time is at hand. One final thing. How do I know your promise will be kept?
When Aslan makes a promise, it will be kept.
Aslan, what does she mean? What promise did you make to her?
Do not be concerned for that. Now all of you must move away from here at once. This place will be needed for another purpose. Go to the fields of Varuna. There you shall camp tonight.
Aslan.
Aren't you going to come with us?
I am needed here. Peter the Witch has business in these parts. When she is finished, you and the others must be prepared for anything. Perhaps even a battle of life or death.
Aren't you going to... You'll be there to help us, won't you?
I can give no promise of that. Now go, everyone. You must get a good night's rest to be ready for whatever tomorrow may bring. Please go at once. Children, why do not go with the others?
We're worried, Aslan. We're sure something dreadful is going to happen. May we stay with you? Please.
Yes, I will be happy to have your company for a few moments. But when I tell you to leave, you must.
Oh, we will. Thank you. Thank you. Aslan, dear Aslan, what is wrong? Are you ill, dear Aslan?
No, I am sad and lonely. Come, lay your hands on my mane so that I can feel you're close to me. Now, children, you must leave me alone at this time. If you wish to stay nearby, you may, but you must hide.
But, Aslan,
Under no circumstances can you let yourself be seen.
what is that?
Farewell, my children. Leave this instant.
But we're afraid you'll...
Hide. Quickly. Now.
The boy is here! Bind him fast! Let him be shaved!
Why, he doesn't like cat after all.
Is that all we were afraid of? Pussycat, pussycat, hello stupid pussycat. How many mice have you caught today? Would you like a saucer of milk? Ha ha.
How can they? Prince.
Muzzle him!
Why doesn't he bite off their hands? You would never betray the Deep Master. Cowards! They know he can kill them all. But he will not.
Now who has won, you fool? Did you really think by sacrificing yourself in a traitor's place you would save the human creature? Not only will I kill you as planned, but once you're dead, what is to stop me from killing the boy as well? In that knowledge, despair and die! Victory is mine! Narnia is mine! Aslan is mine! Now we must set about to finish what is left of this war! It will not take us long, now that the great fool, the great cat, lies dead! We move ahead!
How horrible. How unfair. Nothing seems to matter now. I can't stand the look of this horrible muzzle. I wonder if I can take it off. Good work, Lou. I wonder if I can untie the ropes as well. It's no use. The ropes are much too tight. But look! Ooh, what's that? They look like mice? Ooh, go away. Go away, you little beast. Wait, can you see what they're doing? They look like they're nibbling away at the ropes. Poor little, I think they're friendly mice. Poor little things. They don't realize he's dead. They think it'll do him some good untying him. But of course, it won't. What was that? Maybe it's the witch in our army again. Perhaps they killed others and are coming for us. Let's head. Oh, it was only storm. It didn't last long, but I heard a terrible crack. I think it must have hit something around here. He's gone. Oh no. I could have at least let the body alone. What does it all mean? Is it more magic?
Yes! It is more magic!
Oh. Aslan! Are you not dead, dear Aslan?
Not now!
You're not a ghost.
No, do I look like one?
Oh, no, you're real. You're real. Oh, Aslan. What does it all mean?
It means that there is an even deeper magic than the witch knew. Before time began, there was another law written. It says that when a willing victim who has committed no treachery,
Like you.
like me, is killed in the place of a traitor,
Like Edmund.
like Edmund, the table would crack, and death itself would start working backwards.
Like now.
Like now, oh children, I feel my strength coming back. I feel that I am going to roar, a very loud roar. You had better put your fingers in your ears. forces.
We must hurry, Aslan. The witch and our army are looking for the others at this very minute.
Then we shall add more soldiers to our army.
But who else will join us?
Those who await us at the witch's castle.
What are they doing there?
Well, nothing, at the moment. They're only stone statues. But I shall breathe the breath of life into them, and they shall come alive again.
Do you suppose Mr. Tumnus is with them?
Was he an enemy of the witch?
Well, yes, because of me.
Then I'm certain he is there.
Oh, I can't wait to see Mr. Tumnus again.
And you shall. Lucy, my dear, you shall. Now take hold of my mane, both of you, and we shall fly home to the witch and rescue our awaiting allies. Away! Away!
The storm woke me in the night, Peter.
They woke me as well, and I couldn't fall back asleep.
By the way, did you see the girls this morning?
No, nor did I see Aslan. Where could they be?
Good morning, Peter, Edmund.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver.
Everyone's stirring, but no one knows quite what to do next.
We need to find Aslan to ask him for guidance.
But we shall not go down without a fight.
Yes, Edmund is right. Here, take this dagger. Lucy left it in my care. If this indeed be our last day, let it be marked with valor and honor.
Lucy, minister to the wounded.
But what can I do?
Have you forgotten your gift?
Oh, right. The cordial that Father Christmas gave to me. He said a few drops to restore health to anyone.
We welcome our new members to our army, those who have long been under the curse of the witch.
I was so hoping to see Mr. Tumnus among you. But alas, he is not here. I fear I shall never see him again.
Peter, you are to be commended. You fought well against the witch until we arrived.
Yeah, Edmund's the real hero. If he hadn't broken the witch's wand, we would have all been turned to stone.
It was the least I could do, after all the wrong I've done.
Edmund, all have done wrong, at one time or another. But to acknowledge your error and try to do better is the best way to right that wrong. And that is what you have done today.
What about the witch's army? Are we still in danger of them?
Well, they will have little power now that their leader is dead. But they will always be about, lurking in forbidden corners. You must always be aware of them and be on your guard. And now, the only duty remaining for our victory is to crown the new rulers of Narnia. Well, I wish I could crown them on this very spot, but we don't have the crowns. They are at Camp Paravel.
No, they're not, Lord Aslan. They're here.
Mr. Tumnus!
As soon as you freed me from the witch's castle, I ran to Camp Paravel as fast as my hooves would carry me. I suspected the crowns would be needed here.
Thank you, Tumnus, for your thoughtfulness. And now let the coronation begin!
Yeah!
Gare Paravel has been dark and empty for much too long.
Long live King Peter! Long live Queen Susan!
I will join them shortly, but I cannot stay with them for long, for I have many jobs to do. Beginning with the one right here. Woodnips, please return the lamppost to its rightful place here in the forest. The children will rule for a long time, but the day will come when they will need to return from whence they came. This lamppost shall be their guide.
You played so very nicely at Care Paravel, Tumnus. You enchanted us all.
Thank you, Mrs. Beaver. But I'm afraid I stayed there much too long.
As did we all.
But it was so hard to leave. All the feasting, the dancing, the music, day after day, month after month.
And with such good rulers leading us too.
They certainly earned their name.
King Peter, the Magnificent.
Queen Susan, the gentle.
King Edmund, the just.
Queen Lucy, the valiant.
You know, it occurred to me, no one has seen Aslan for quite a while now.
He comes and goes. One day you see him, and then another you won't.
And of course, he has other countries to attend to.
Other duties, just as we all do. Well, goodbye, Tumnus. I have chores to do.
And I have dams to build.
And I have tunes to play. Goodbye.
I saw the white staff here, fair sisters and good brother.
As did I. And I.
I've never pursued a nobler quarry. Where did he go?
Into that thicket, I believe.
A very dense thicket, filled with briars and underbrush.
But we shall not turn back. As kings and queens, it is our duty to accomplish what we set out to do.
Our dear brother is right. Before we pursue the white staff further, I suggest we remove our crowns, so they will not become damaged in your thicket.
Yes, we shall leave them here.
This lamp on the post worketh strangely upon me, as though I have seen it somewhere before, in a dream.
I feel the same. It seemeth to me that a strange adventure lies on this side of the lamppost.
Well then, in the name of Aslan, let us go forth and take the adventure that shall fall to us.
Wait for us, good brother and sister.
Brother, this lamppost struck us strangely upon me, just as it did Lucy and Edmund.
I too feel its peculiar effect.
Hey! Where are we?
Why, you're in the thicket, of course.
No, we're not. We're in a wardrobe.
Wardrobe.
The wardrobe. I almost forgot all about it.
Me too. The room hasn't changed at all, and the clock has hardly moved.
Hurry, you two. Perhaps we'll still be in time for dinner.
I think it's time to leave, Peter.
I suppose it is.
Peter, do you ever think we'll find our way back to Narnia again?
If we're very lucky, Susan. If we are very, very lucky.
Yes, the children will find their way back here again. Maybe not through the wardrobe, but there are other paths that lead to Narnia. Oh yes, they will return someday. For once a king in Narnia, always a king. Once a queen, always a queen.